1.5 years ago, someone made this quote.
Very cool. It's alright. As someone that went to college, I know that you can't lose what you never had. But you can go into debt.
At first, people laughed this off as another rhetorical quote. You can't possibly have negative coins in Sky. Holy crap. The day was September 23rd. Everyone was starting to get used to online school. Coronavirus cases seemed to be stable. People were getting used to this new way of life. But on the biggest MMO server in Minecraft, a new game-changing update was about to be released, and was publicly announced in public. As usual, this got a lot of people hyped and sitting straight in whatever they happened to be sitting on. The hubs all closed and underwent a game-changing update. People began to theorize what it could possibly be. A new installment to the Dungeon series, with a brand new boss to fight. Tier 5 Zombie Slayers. The widely requested extremely humorous Jerry update. It was none of them. It was an update that claimed to make co-ops great again. This immediately resulted in a massive flashback for me. Back when the community was a tolerable place and a YouTuber didn't get exposed every month. Back when you could open your mouth without some salty sweat who lost a duel saying how asked. And back when co-ops didn't result in catastrophic catastrophe. Oh yeah, and then it all fell apart and nobody really knew why. With co-ops scamming, and scamming on the rise. But now it was all going to be 60% fixed. Blah blah shared minion XP which is not broken at all, blah blah private bank account vault, blah blah co-ops are now a good way to play the game, please enjoy the update. And this was met with almost universal acclaim. There was just one problem though. This would lead to one of the most game-breaking bugs, but this isn't really that well known because it lasted for a few hours. There have been cases of negative stats, negative skill XP, but never negative money. Well, it was bound to happen. But how? At first, nobody had a clue about how it happened. It just happened. But that doesn't cut it for me. Luckily I know a guy who knew how the bugs in this update happened. Now introducing Ben Plays, one of the survivors of the September 23rd incident. After talking to him, I now have insight on what led to this. If you transferred coins between your personal bank and your co-op bank, there was a chance that the coins you withdrew became duplicated. This was a massive oversight. For example, when you withdrew something from the bank, sometimes your bank balance would stay the same, but you would have duplicated coins in your purse. Of course, the admins noticed this mistake and started furiously coding away. They kept track of everyone who duplicated these coins, and knew how much currency had been created unlawfully. So to get rid of the duplicated coins, they simply subtracted the duped amount from the purse balance of the people who were affected by the bug. And the day turned back to normal again. Except some people had a negative purse balance now. Some people had put their duplicated purse coins back in the bank, so when the admins subtracted the amount, they had negative money in their purse. A few personnel who were affected by this bug logged in to see they had a few negative 1,000 coins. There is also apparently a bug where you cannot warp to the hub because you have too little coins. Meanwhile, there were quite some unlucky players who got a bit more money removed than what was supposed to be removed. Well-known influencer and content creator IceBlades11 withdrew 100 million coins from the bank before the update was fixed, and instead of having 100 million coins removed, he got 200 million coins removed. Rest in rip. Others, such as Rising Labyrinth, withdrew their entire bank account when they had a negative purse balance. And you know that adding a negative number with a positive number is basically subtracting. Rest in peace, even more coins. And no, this doesn't make him the poorest man in Hypixel Skyblock because he still had some valuable items. Please stop asking me to make a video on the poorest man in Hypixel Skyblock. But in the short time the negative coin bug existed, things could have gotten a lot more interesting. Now introducing the Emerald Blade. You probably know how the Emerald Blade deals more damage as you have more coins. This was milked to death and purgatory by every YouTuber, but nobody has done a negative coin Emerald Blade before. And for good reason. Contrary to popular belief, you can't deal negative damage with it with negative coins. Instead, your damage will become an imaginary number. Wait. What? The equation of the Emerald Blade damage multiplies your purse balance by 1000 and then is raised to the power of 0.25, which is the equivalent of a quarticrute. A quarticrute of a negative number is an imaginary number. And then the game adds that with 130, making a complex number. Now imagine how broken it would be. I covered this type of issue in a past video about negative skill XP. When there's an imaginary number in Skyblock, the value becomes undefined. And you probably remember the last time an Emerald Blade had a broken value. The lobby crashes and you lose your Emerald Blade. But that is only on the alpha server. Also nobody tested out dealing undefined damage, so this part is purely speculation. You could grief dragon fights by making the dragon's health undefined. You could maybe crash any lobby you want if you don't like the people in it. But of course this all seems pretty unlikely. Also it's impossible now. And as I said before, this is one of the least well-known game-breaking bugs, with only a few forum posts of it existing. Other major exploits such as the farming and enchanting exploit had hundreds of people clenching their fist and increasing pressure in sinus cavities whenever they remembered it happening, after weeks had passed. But this bug where you could dupe all your money with a single click was forgotten in 2 days. Mostly because the damage was reversed quickly. And what is a Skyblock update without massive controversy and intense fighting? It appears that well-known influencer and content creator known as Menacing Banana has gotten a creative mind for this update. Creative minds are extremely disputed and controversial because of people saying the way it's given out is unfair. I'll leave it up to you to believe if it's correct or incorrect. Of course, this led to massive controversy and intense fighting when Menacing Banana got a creative mind for the update. And people claimed that others had suggested it before him. Also, I can't confirm anything. I will stop talking about it now, and there is another drama involving him at the moment. And did you know that the average subscriber density on the planet Earth is about 0.1 milli subscribers per square kilometer, or about 0.3 milli subscribers per square kilometer if you don't include ocean? The goal for the end of this decade is to get that up to 0.4 milli subscribers per square kilometer, which is about 70,000 subscribers I think. Will I reach this goal? It is up to you. Anyways, thanks for watching. On to the next video now.